have another Ulta haul to share with you all, but specifically, I picked out a lot of the new Morphe 2 makeup collection. So the Morphe 2 makeup line is a collaboration with Morphe and Charli D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio from TikTok, and it centers around a more fresh-faced look. There are a lot of tint products here. Now, y'all know that's not usually my jam, but these products looked so pretty online. I really wanted to give them a shot. Plus, they're all pretty affordable, very comparable to drugstore pricing. These products were sent to me by Ulta Beauty, but all opinions are my own. So we'll be trying most of the new Morphe 2 makeup line today. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. Let's dive in, starting with the Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint. Now, I will admit I did open these last night to swatch them because the last few times I picked out a foundation on the internet, it was a disaster. And I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't have to go out and buy another one, but I think we'll be okay. So I chose the shades Hint of Toast and Hint of Walnut. So this is a skin tint. It says keep it light and easy with this fluid tint that melts into the skin while providing a naturally radiant finish. And it's supposed to offer sheer to medium coverage, so hopefully it's buildable. I am dealing with some hyperpigmentation from past breakouts. So first we have Hint of Toast. You can see how liquidy this is. So there's Hint of Toast. I'm not sure if that's a little too pink for me. And then here's Hint of Walnut. I think that might be a better match for me. Now, I have heard that these oxidize a little bit, so let me do a fresh swatch next to the ones that have been sitting on my hand for a sec. Oh, wow. That's a big difference. You can really see it got warmer. That was Hint of Toast. Let's do Hint of Walnut now. Hint of Walnut, whoa, is dripping. It oxidized a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's as drastic as Hint of Toast. So I've decided to use Hint of Toast and just see how it goes. I have noticed though that the packaging is a little bit questionable. The product is like coming out through the top of the dropper. That's potentially a mess waiting to happen. So I'm assuming this is the way that I'm supposed to put it on. Like, what else am I supposed to do with a dropper? It's just asking to get dripped down my face. I'm also gonna use a brush because since it's already sort of a sheerer product, I don't want to sheer it out anymore with a sponge. Okay, we're actually getting pretty decent coverage. Wow. They weren't kidding when they said it's buildable, because I have a lot of dark spots on this side, and this is really evening everything out. Also doing a pretty decent job at blurring my pores. Straight off the bat though, this finish is dewy. Radiant is an understatement. Everything is pretty evened out. You can see maybe a tiny bit of discoloration underneath, but this is a lot more coverage than I expected from something labeled a tint. I'm gonna quickly do my brows before jumping into the next Morphe 2 makeup product. Brows are done. The face is still feeling dewy. Like, it has a tacky to it now. It's not feeling as slick, but I'm also definitely picking up a little product when I tap my face. I'm gonna take a clean blending sponge, and yes, this is clean, it's just beige. I'm just gonna try to pick up a little bit of excess product. I know I said I didn't want to sheer it out, but I might have put too much on. Yeah, I can definitely see the product on the sponge that it picked up. That's helping. Now, the Hint Hint skin tints are $17 per bottle. It's pushing it a little bit when you compare them to drugstore foundations, but it's definitely nowhere near a high-end foundation price. So we'll see how it performs and if it warrants the 17. Next in the Morphe 2 collection, they have these jelly eye shimmers, and they look like products that you can blend all over the lid for an easy eye look, and y'all know I am all about that life. I love a good one swipe shadow. Just blend it all out and have a really simple eye. The first one is Confetti. I mean, I gotta say, this looks gorgeous. So much sparkle. Oh my gosh. I'm a little nervous about the jelly consistency. Oh, I don't know. This is so bizarre. Oh, oops. It almost feels like a gel cushion pillow. All right, let's swatch Confetti now that I have a significant amount on my finger. Let's try one more time. Okay, there we've got a little something going on. It's still just kind of like a lot of glitter. Next, we have the shade Bright Idea. This looks a little less glittery and more glowy. It's sort of a pink champagne. Ooh, okay, wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, there's Bright Idea underneath Confetti. Such different looks. One is like all glitter and this one is all pigment and glow. I do prefer how Bright Idea looks, although maybe layered. Last up, we have Bolt. This one looks similar to Bright Ideas in terms of maybe what the potential finish is, but it is more of a purpley plum shade. And here's Bolt. Bolt is sort of an in-between. There's definitely a strong pigment to it, but there's also a lot of glitter in it as well. I think I'm gonna blend Bright Idea all over my lids and maybe we'll add Confetti. Ooh, this is super pretty. Interesting, as I blend it out on my eye, it's coming off a lot more champagne than it is pink. The jelly consistency is making it pretty easy to blend, but it's also setting very fast. I can feel it setting as I pat at it. I'm definitely getting a more sparkly effect than the swatch on my hand. Probably as I blend it out, I'm sort of separating all of those little shimmer particles. It's just a really easy way to add a little sparkle, open up the eyes, give it a little moment, but it's not overbearing. So I'm really into it. Now I am curious to see how long it's gonna take for the texture in the jar to dry up, because with this jelly consistency, you know, it was really big for highlighters a couple years ago, and the jelly highlighters that I tried dried up within like 2 weeks. It was just way stiffer. If you want an update, let me know in the comments. Remind me in like 2 weeks. Okay, we have one more eye product from this Morphe 2 collection, but it's also a face product. It's the Gloss Pop Face and Eye Gloss. That scares me. Okay, the description says, the clear, never sticky gloss subtly illuminates those gorgeous features of yours. Whether it's on bare skin or over makeup, just swipe it on anywhere you want for a fresh, dewy look. Eye gloss is something that's really hard for me to wrap my head around, maybe because I have naturally oily lids. So it's like, I got that natural eye gloss, yo. It literally looks like lip gloss. What the heck? I mean, we can try putting it on over the eye jelly that we just blended out, because this is totally completely dry now. Let's see what it does. I'm only gonna take the tiniest bit though, because this scares me. Oh, well, first of all, that was a bad idea. It immediately smudged and smeared the eye jelly. So maybe don't use it over makeup like it mentioned in the description. Maybe they meant over your foundation, but if it does that to my eye makeup, won't it melt away my foundation too? Maybe I'll be brave enough to use it on my face in just a few moments, but I was really liking how my eyes looked. So let me just see if I can hopefully apply a little bit more on top and fix it. We stan a product that can layer easily. Let's move on to the face. So I have 2 of their Wondertint cheek and lip mousses. These are $12 and they are double duty. You can use them as blush as well as a lip color. First up, we have Dream, which looks like sort of a neutral peachy shade. Ooh, wow, that is really soft. That's really pretty, and wow, this is a really soft product. As you can see, it's pretty dang sheer, which I know is the point, and it's got sort of a cream to powder finish. Wow, it's kind of gone. Where'd you go? The next cheek and lip mousse I have is in the shade Amaze, and I picked this one up specifically for fall because it's sort of a deeper berry shade. That's pretty. Here it is blended out. Definitely stronger than the peach shade. I think I'm gonna go with the Amaze shade. I'm gonna just try with my fingers. Very pretty. Super easy to blend. Wow, that actually added a pretty good noticeable tint. Yeah, that's really pretty. Very natural. Let's do what the kids are doing and put a little bit of blush on the nose. Kind of gives me a just came back from vacation vibe. Forgot to put my sunscreen on the last day. Just curious, I do want to see how this applies on the lips, because cream to powder formulas, especially when it's like a cheek and lip combo, they usually don't feel great on my lips in my experience. So let's see what we got here. it just kind of gives this weird cast to the lips. I don't really like the finish on my lips. I feel like it looks filmy. You see what I mean? So definitely approved as a cheek tint. Probably not going to be using them on my lips. Plus, we have some lip products here that I do want to try out. Now, before we move on to the lip products, I want to revisit this face and eye gloss and see what it does when applied as like a highlighter. I really want to see if it breaks down the face makeup because it totally melted the eyeshadow. Again, just going to go in with a tiny bit. Okay, it's doing a little better over the face makeup. I'm seeing maybe a tiny bit come up, but not as bad. Is it gonna feel like this all day? Because it definitely feels dewy. It's a little too dewy for my personal comfort zone. I know a lot of people love dewiness, especially if you have dry skin. I think you can get away with layering on more dewy products at once. The cheek tint actually dried down a lot. That one doesn't feel dewy, but I don't know, we'll see. I like how it looks. This is giving me a really strong but natural glow. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, so it's not going to highlight any imperfections on my skin like shimmer would. I just have to kind of get past the feeling. It's a little tacky. It said it wasn't gonna be sticky, but it's a little sticky. Is there such thing as too much glow? I don't know. The last product we're testing from the Morphe 2 makeup collection is their Glassified lip oils. I have become such a fan of lip oils lately because they tend to feel a little bit thinner than lip gloss and super, super moisturizing. So I was actually pretty stoked that this was part of the collection. They also just offer like a really nice wash of color. So the two shades that I have here are Be Kind, which is more of a tangerine, hot, warm orange. Oh yeah, that's like the sheerest hint of color I've ever seen in my life. And then Extra Glaze, which is such a light pink, I doubt that it will even show up, which I'm not necessarily mad at. Like, I know that's the point of this collection. This one's gonna be like clear, it might as well be. Yeah, they look very similar side by side, but since this one is basically clear, I'll go for the tangerine-y one, Be Kind. Oh wait, I didn't take off the, I forgot to take off the lip mousse thing because I wanna see how it looks on my natural lips. Yeah, it's adding just like the slightest hint of warmth. You can kind of compare my bottom lip to my top lip. It's just slightly warmer. These feel really good. Not sticky at all, not thick at all, as long as you know, control how much you're putting on. I like this. The Glassified lip oils are $9 and they're made with moringa, jojoba, and coconut oil. That's why they feel so moisturizing. Here's the finished Morphe 2 makeup look, and I'll be honest, I really, really love how it looks. I am basking in the glow. I think my skin looks gorgeous, but I'm not super optimistic about how it's gonna wear throughout the day on my combo skin. Now, even though this look screams summer to me, I think that this is actually the perfect makeup collection for fall and winter because that's when most of us do need a little bit of a boost in glow. Lord knows I probably wouldn't be putting this on my face in the thick of summer when I don't need any more shine. But since my skin does lean very dry in winter, I can see myself probably using this more so in a couple months. So what I think I'm gonna do is I will check in with you in a few hours. I really don't think it's gonna take very long for me to feel and look shinier than I'd like, but who knows, maybe I'll be proved wrong, so I will see you in a few. Alrighty, it has been a whole 5 hours since I applied this makeup, and I do already have some thoughts. Let me zoom you in. Here is where we're at. First of all, the eye jelly, love. No creasing, no splotchiness, and not any noticeable fading throughout the day at all. Still looking super evenly shimmery and reflective. I really, really like it. I'm also pleasantly surprised with the cheek tint because for a lighter and more sheerer product, there's still a lot of noticeable color on my face. Now let's talk about the face gloss because I'm really on the fence. It gave me a beautiful dewy look on the skin that you can obviously still see now, but my main problem with this product is that it did end up breaking down my foundation and blush in the area that I applied it. I'm not sure if you can even see it on camera because the glow is so effective. Right under where I applied the face gloss, my makeup looks splotchier than the rest of my face where I did not apply the gloss. So I don't know, I think it's a really beautiful like glassy skin effect. I just don't know how I would use it in conjunction with makeup. Maybe as more of a no makeup item and just use it to add glow to my bare skin. I think I might try again once winter hits because I just think this product will play nicer with dry skin, and that's when my skin leans more dry. And that leads us to the Hint Hint Skin Tint. So I think for a more lightweight and light coverage product, it's held in there pretty well. I noticed some breakdown and fading around my chin and mouth as well as the creases of my nose. So keep in mind, I did not put on a primer before using this skin tint, and I do think that a pore filling primer would probably make this work to its max. Because in my more normal areas, I think that it still looks very even. I do have some fading. You can see more of my discoloration peeking out than in the beginning. It does not fully dry down. There is this slight dewiness feeling to it throughout the day, which also means that it's not transfer proof. So I'd be a little bit cautious to wear this like under a mask. But if you're a fan of more lightweight coverage and a dewy finish, then this is gonna be right up your alley. I may have been pushing it a little by applying it on my combo skin without primer while it's still summer weather out. But even considering all that, I think that it did as well as any lighter coverage dewy product could have on my skin. What are your thoughts on the Morphe 2 makeup line? Is there anything that I tried today that you want to pick up? Let me know in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Prissa? Let me know how to pronounce your name in the comments, and thank you for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I share the best deals from Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sale this fall. I'll see you over there. Bye!